Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. I'm going to start putting my face on because I've hardly put anything on in the last few days apart from when I tried out my new Pat McGrath palette. So I'll wait for you to join me. Now, it's amazing. I suddenly became aware this week. Thank you all for your lovely, lovely messages. I'm going to wait till you join me and I'm going to repeat myself because those kind of messages need repeating. Okay, so it's amazing though. Oh, someone's joined. Someone has joined. Hello, whoever you are. What have I got here? Oh, I want to move that out of the way. Hello, who's that just said hello, Ali? Hello, Helena. Hello there. Hello. Thank you all for your lovely supportive messages. I'm doing fine. I'm kind of had a few things that I was getting very anxious about in the last couple of days, which was making me worse. Hello, Bushra. But I've managed to sort a few of them out this morning, which has kind of cleared my head of all the clutter. Hello, Yusra. Hello, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. So I was thinking about, you all know my state of mind in recent days, and I won't harp on about it, and I know a lot of you can relate to it. But what I was thinking about is it's amazing how we reach for certain brands when we're in certain moods. And what I've noticed, although I haven't really been wearing an awful lot of makeup in the last week, because I've just not really had the motivation to do much at all, when I have put on makeup, the brand that I reach for is It Cosmetics. And there's a reason. With this, I'm just going to use the CC cream. This has got a serum in it. It's got your moisturizer in it. It's got your sunscreen in it. And it's got your foundation in it. So basically, if you're not feeling very motivated, you can make yourself up pretty quickly with one product. And I think that's what I tend to do when I'm feeling a bit low like this, is I go for multi-use products. And it just, I always reach for it, and it just reminded me. And it'd be really interesting to hear from you guys what you reach for when you're in certain moods. Like, when do you reach for Pat McGrath? When do you reach for Charlotte Tilbury? When do you reach for It? When do you reach for Natasha Denona? Are there particular occasions when you choose a particular brand, and why? It's got me thinking. I really love to know your thoughts. Hello, Lisa. I'm just going to put this on with my hands. It's real back to basic stuff today. But yes, it does. It moisturises my skin. It gives me a bit of serum. Of course, my skin is cleansed. Gives me my sunscreen, factor 50. Gives me my foundation, done in one go. So great if you're lacking in motivation or time even. I have filmed, as you know, you may have known, I promised last week. So if Mimi's joining us, just to say, I have filmed the Scott Barnes video. So Mimi wanted me to do Scott Barnes when he made up Tatty. She wanted me, so I was quite freaked out by this, but I did the video. It's actually quite long, so I'm taking rather a long time to edit it. But I did do it, and I'm glad I did it. So I just want to say thank you to Mimi. But it's just taken a long time to edit, what with my motivation and the fact that it's a very long video, and I might need to split it into 2 parts. So just, it's coming. As to is my video reviewing a really good makeup remover. I have to say, the more I use it, the more I love it. Again, really simple to do and quick. And I removed my Scott Barnes makeup with it, which was literally layers and layers of different products, and it came off in one go. So I just can't wait to do that review for you all. So that is the CC cream, and the shade I use, I'm using the CC Illumination. I like the CC Illumination one, but I don't like the powder illumination because it looks a bit glittery. So, hello. So I'm just going to say hello, Bushra. Hello, Helena. Hello, Yusra. And hello, Lisa. Lovely to see you all. So that is It Cosmetics. And this is the shade in Neutral Tan. Now, somebody said, and I think it was a really good comment, be careful when you're ordering this, because if you think you know your shade, they do differ between formulas. So they do 3 types of this foundation or CC cream. They do the original CC cream, they do the illuminating one, and they do the mattifying one. And so the shades differ a little bit between each type. And they tend to come up lighter in the illuminating one. So I went for Neutral Tan in the illuminating one, and yet in the original one, I am medium tan, I think. So just be careful if you think, oh, well, I ordered the original, I'd like to try the illuminating one. Be careful, because you might be a different shade. And as a general rule, It Cosmetics come up very light. I mean, this, to give you this example, I've shown you this before, so excuse me if I'm repeating myself to some of you, but this is their Bye Bye Under Eye cream. Really good, and it's waterproof. Very, very good and very highly pigmented. But this is their shade. What's this shade? Tan. This is their tan concealer. Now, if that's tan, can you imagine? Hey, Ali and beautiful ladies out there. Hello there, Mimi. I was just explaining that I have done your video. It's just taken me a rather long time to edit because obviously my motivation's not been brilliant this week. I've been a bit low, but also because it's a very long video because I followed all the steps, but it's on its way. It's just being edited. Okay, so I haven't forgotten you. I did keep my promise in terms of filming it. I just didn't in terms of putting it out there. And I'll give you a spoiler alert. One of the products that I used in it is one that I actually bought after watching the original Tatty video with Scott Barnes. And it's this product. If you want an all-over body glow and factor 100, it's 100 plus. Have you ever seen 100 plus sunscreen? You think this would make you go white. It doesn't. It makes you glow like a glowy, glowy thing. It is really, really good. But it makes you glow a lot. And I sprayed my face with it, and it did look rather oily afterwards. So be careful when you can spray your face with it, but just be a little bit, go a bit easy, because I went a bit over the top. I know, it's really good. So if you really want glowing shoulders or limbs and you want sunscreen as well, then use this. I'll show you. I'll just spray a bit on my neck so that you can see what I mean. You really don't need a lot, because otherwise you really will glow too much. Right. Now you're going to think, oh, it's still drying, it's still drying. It's not. It stays looking like that. And that is giving me factor 100 sunscreen. See? Now, if I spray my face with it, I'm just going to look a bit like an oil slick. But it is really good stuff. So you can, it's a bit more difficult to get in the UK. You can get it on Amazon. I found it on Amazon. I think it's more readily available in the States than in the UK. But if you want it in the UK, just look on Amazon. Hopefully they still sell it. But you have to be careful, because when they post it, because this is a press thing, they have to kind of tie it all together, and then you have to cut it because they sellotape it so it doesn't go off in the parcel. I think that's why it's difficult to get it imported, because I don't think Neutrogena make it in the UK for some reason. But anyway, so that's my Bye Bye Under Eye Cream. And what I just was saying, for those of you that have joined me, sorry I'm repeating myself, but any of you that have read my update this week, thank you for your lovely messages. I have been a little bit low and a bit anxious and struggling with that, but I was aware. Yes, Jennifer Lopez and there's a few people. I'm bad at names, but a few people are using this, I think, and it's Scott Barnes' kind of drugstore tip of the day, so it's definitely worth it. And I mean, how easy is that to just spray yourself when you're out in the garden? You can spray your legs, spray your arms, and you get a lovely glow as well. So yeah, definitely a really good one. Hello, Maria. So I was just saying to everybody, if you've just joined me, that thank you for your messages, your lovely supportive messages to those that have read that I've been a bit low this week. But I was very struck by the fact that I suddenly became aware this week that when I did wear makeup, because my motivation's been quite poor, but when I have worn makeup, I've reached for IT Cosmetics, and it made me aware of that's what I reach for when I'm feeling low and I just want to get my makeup on quickly, because the CC cream is an all-in-one. It's kind of moisturizer, sunscreen, foundation, all in one, and serum all in one. So you've done your skincare, you've done your foundation, you've done your all of it in one. Hello, I'm here. It keeps closing down your video. Does it? Is that why everybody's going quiet on me? It shouldn't be. I'm sorry about that. That's really annoying. Is anyone else having that issue? Oh, I wonder why that's happening. Shouldn't be. Let me have a quick look at my Wi-Fi connection. Don't go anywhere. Oh. Well, to me, I'm still going. It normally freezes this end as well. That's really bizarre. I'm sorry about that. I'm okay. I'm bearing up. I've resolved a few issues that have been stressing me out. Not all of them, but I'm getting there. It's just things come and, these things creep up on you. And I think a lot of recent events crept up on me, and then something just happened to topple me over the last couple of days. And I'm not going to go into it now, but it always happens like that. Is when you're feeling low, then something else comes and wham, you think I can't take anymore. And that's how I was. So I kind of hit rock bottom, really. But I felt like if I could sort a few things out this morning, then I could come on and do this. But if I couldn't sort them out, and I didn't know until an hour ago whether I had, then I just couldn't do it because I just would be too distracted. But you're a nice distraction. So I'm just going to put some Bye Bye Pores powder on, which I love, because it does actually, any open pores that you've got around your nose, it does exactly what it says it does on the tin. It's kind of, I would say this is an airbrush powder as well. It does airbrush you. And you only need a little bit of it. You don't need a lot. You kind of use it a bit like Bare Minerals powder. You put a little bit in the top, and then you really buff it on with a thick brush, and that's all it takes. So yeah, I've been in a bit of an IT Cosmetics mood, because for some reason that's what I reach for when I just don't want to be. I want to look polished quickly without too much effort. And so I just put it out there. Can any of you, as you're all chatting away, and I know you like to chat away amongst yourselves while you're watching me, any of you have any particular moods where you reach for a certain brand? Because it keeps closing down. Okay, let me just come off for a minute. I'm just going to check my Wi-Fi connection. Don't go anywhere, okay? I'm just going to check my Wi-Fi connection, that I am connected to the internet and not my mobile device. All right? Don't go anywhere. I'll be straight back. Oh, it's saying My Wi-Fi is fully on. Don't know what's going on then. Are you all here? Can you all see me? How bizarre. Okay, that's good. So yeah, so then once I've put on the foundation and the concealer, good. Once I put on the foundation and concealer from it, then it made me reach for the blush. And I don't think any of you have seen this blush. This was a recent purchase, but I'd got so many purchases recently, I don't think I got round to showing you this one. And this is a Bye Bye Pores blush. So it's the same sort of formula, and it's good because I often get very open pores around this area. And if I put anything that's vaguely... Please, can I tell you the name of the SPF spray? Of course I can. So this is called Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Body Mist Sunscreen 100 Plus. There you go. I'm just going to hold it up to the camera. So this was used on a video with Tati, and Scott Barnes was making Tati up. And the reason I mentioned it is because Mimi asked me to copy that video or try and do something similar. And so basically, I'll answer you. There's questions coming in. Don't worry, I've seen them. So yeah, so it gives you this really lovely glow. Can you see? I've just sprayed it on my chest. And yet it's got supposedly broad spectrum 100 plus. I mean, that's a sunscreen and a half. Exactly. I didn't think that, until I saw this spray, I didn't think 100 plus existed. And you would have thought it would give you a white cast, wouldn't you? But it doesn't. It just gives you this beautiful glow. So, but be careful if you're using this on your face. Go easy. Because I went over the top when I did my video, as you will see. And I had to powder it down a bit. Okay, you can spray it on your face. I mean, I have. Does it say don't spray it on your face? Oh, it does say do not spray directly onto the face. Whoops. Don't spray it on your face. Okay, maybe that's why my eye was watering a lot afterwards. Uh-oh. Right, don't spray it on your face. Right, so it says, yeah, and keep out of your eyes. Yes. I'll have to put a little... That'll remind me to put a little note when I'm editing the video. Don't try this at home. Okay, have you all got that screen now? So spray it on your body, spray it on your décolleté, but not on your face. I'm sure he sprayed it on Tati's face, but anyway. Now, with the Bye Bye Pores blush, the reason I like this is because it's got a little bit of... It's not shimmer. It's illuminating, but it doesn't... hello there, Shahina. It doesn't actually show up pores. Now, I did have a... Did I get my Madame Greige? I haven't got my Madame Greige yet. It hasn't arrived yet, but it will be here soon. Oh, you ordered it as well. Oh, great. It is beautiful, isn't it? I can't wait. But I did get my palette, which I'm going to use today, which is the Midnight Sun palette. It arrived. And the mascara. And I've got lots to say about the mascara. But before I do that, I want to show you this blush. So this is the Bye Bye Pores blush. And this is called Sweet Cheeks. And it came in a set from QVC with this beautiful brush, which is really lovely and soft. And it's got a lovely angle for putting your blush on. And it's just a really lovely, quick and easy, natural blush. Oh, you didn't hear my answer. It closed down again. Okay, I haven't got my Madame Greige yet. But it's on its way. And I'm sure it will arrive very soon. And I'm really sorry, guys, because it's not indicating to me at this end that it's closing down. Like, you know, when it used to happen in my flat, it used to just freeze on me and I'd know it was closing down. So at this end, I'm just continually talking to you. It's not actually telling me that it's zoomed out. I'm just putting a bit because it's almost like a bronzer, this. Just make me look a bit sun-kissed. This brush is so lovely as well. Just feels so nice on the skin. It's good there, is it? Okay. Who's closing down? Ah, Shahina, you haven't got the problem. Some people, it's not just one. There's a couple of people here that say that the connection keeps closing down, so they're missing some of the things that I'm saying. So, a couple of people. It looks so beautiful. You haven't tried it. It looks so like Revlon Lavender colour. Is that the palette? I've got lots to say. Let me say, I'll tell you about the mascara. So I got the mascara from Pat McGrath. So in case you wanted to know, the new one, the Dark Star Mascara. And I'm going to tell you, I put the first coat on and thought, oh boy, what is everyone going on about? This is rubbish. This is absolute rubbish. Right? It felt like I was putting on black water. Right? And I've said this to Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca. The lipstick, no, I haven't got the lipstick yet. So I put this on and I thought, I can't see what all the fuss is about. I'm not going to get this again. Hello, Terry. It's good to see you too. Thank you. And I put on the second coat and they started to lift. They were up in the air. So it's probably not one that you want to use if you only like to put one coat of mascara on. That would be my summary of this mascara. But if you don't mind putting 2 or 3 coats on, it is beautiful mascara. It still doesn't come for me to my upward lash, and I'd still quite like to try the Huda one because I think the Huda one's got a bit more lifting fibres in it. But it is nevertheless a very good mascara. But you put the first coat on and think, I don't know what the fuss is about. That was my reaction. What's all the fuss about? And then you put the second coat on and then you start to realise what the fuss is about. But it needs building up. And here is the palette, Midnight Sun. So this was reduced. And I had some money put aside from something else. So I had that set aside for a palette or two, depending on whether it was Pat McGrath or something else. And didn't look at Shahina's discount code, which is really annoying, but my own fault. But anyway, I still got a reduction from what it was. And I got this Midnight Sun palette. And I think I posted a picture of me wearing it the other day. Let me just put this in front. So that is the Midnight Sun palette. So it's got a lovely purple there, which looks nothing when you swatch it, but when you put it on the eyes is beautiful. I haven't tried this one as much. The other day I went for the purple, of course. But it's quite a versatile palette because you've got your browns and your terracottas, but you've also got this sort of orangey. This looks like a transition shade, but don't be fooled. It actually goes on a lot darker. But it's quite an orangey brown. And that mixed with that is quite a contrast. It's quite pretty. And then you've got your toppers and you've got your highlight shade and you've got your kind of liner shade. So yeah, it's very pretty. So I basically got that and the mascara in a set. And then I ordered the Madame Grage and one other lipstick. I think that was all I got, actually, the 2 lipsticks. And that's on its way. It hasn't arrived yet, so I'm waiting for that. So, yeah. So I'm just going to have a little break and read what you said. Starting to get a tad thick now, Ali, the mascara. Is it? Is it one like the other? It's not going to last you for more than 4 weeks. So you've got to use it quickly. I always thought this was beautiful. I'm not sure. The jury's out for me. I hope not too, because it's not cheap. But I do think I'd like to try the Huda one next. I'll use this one up. I'll use it every day until I use it up, and then I'll think I'll get the Huda one. This is an online cafe I used to run. I haven't done it for a while. I used to run a virtual cafe with a friend of mine. Right. Now, let me I'm just going to do you know what? I'm just going to whack on some of this purple so that you can see it on my eyelids. Why not? Let's just do that so you can see, look. Now, when you swatch it, that looks nothing. But when you put it on your eyelids, it's beautiful. It's just I love purple. Just love it. It's a good thing about the Pat McGrath palettes. You can do some really simple looks with them. Simple but stunning. And blend it in with your fingers. And these shimmers are really, I mean, they just apply better with your fingers anyway. And that goes for any of the palettes from Pat McGrath. If you use some of the shimmers, they tend to be quite formulaic in terms of where they are placed in the palette. Like the end ones to the right are always the toppers. And then you've got your shimmers. And then you've got your transition shades and your mattes. And then right at the far end, the other side, is your darkest one to do your liner with, and your lightest one to highlight with. I did see the mystery CT product for £15 and I ordered it. And I thought, this better be good, because I'm ordering something not knowing what on earth I'm ordering, and it better not be some rubbish that she's just trying to get rid of. But I thought, well, even if it is some rubbish that she's trying to get rid of, it's probably half price, because otherwise I'm sure she wouldn't dare. Is it a lipstick or Superstar Lips? Okay, oh, well, if it's a lipstick, I've probably already got it. Unless it's a special edition one. But we shall see. If it's Superstar Lips in Walk of Shame, I don't have that. Oh, sorry, Walk of No Shame now, isn't it? So I'm going to do another video that I've said I'm going to be doing soon, is all the Charlotte name changes, because there's so many. You've seen it on Instagram. Well, don't tell me, because I quite like surprises. I'm going to put a bit of this under my eye as well, because I think this will make my eyes pop. Purple will make any coloured eye pop, because it will contrast with any colour eye. And it's nice if you've got, I mean, it's nice for any skin tone, but I like it on warm tones, because again, it's a contrast. But that's not to say don't use purple if you've got cool tone skin, because it's just a different kind of beauty. It's just, I like it because in this palette as well, she mixes warm shades with quite cool ones. And that always works quite well, I think. It's always a good combo. Did you see the mini free lipsticks you get at the minute? No, I haven't seen those. Don't be sorry that you're late, Rachel. You join any time you can make it. Hello, Rachel. I didn't get the mystery box because I thought, okay, it's got Legendary Lashes in it, which I've just bought in a set. And it said it had Legendary Lashes and something else, and then you had to guess the rest. And whenever I've bought a mystery box a couple of times before. Yeah, isn't it funny? Because it's not blue, it's purple, but it does look kind of cornflower blue, doesn't it? Thank you. I bought a mystery box before, and it tends to be stuff that she's phasing out. So I would say my prediction for the more expensive mystery box, thank you, is probably going to be some Eyes to Mesmerise, because I have a feeling she might be phasing some of those out, making way for some new shades, probably some colour chameleons, things that you don't see a lot, and maybe a mini miracle. Mind you, she won't put the mini miracle eye wand in because you need to pick a shade for that, so she wouldn't put that in. But it'll be things that are maybe beach sticks, things like that. Where she's probably, because the beach sticks now are probably, she's replaced them a lot with, she wants people to buy the new compacts. So things like that are the things that are likely to be in it. But it does work out at good value if you haven't got those items. And the beach sticks are nice. Now, I'm just trying to think, do I go really smoky or not so smoky? Let me go in a bit hesitantly, first of all. I'm going to use this. It's so misleading, this shade, because it does look like a transition shade. It looks very like my kid, but when you go smoky, I knew you'd say that, Mimi, but when you put it on, it looks a lot darker than it does in the pan. A lot dark. Look at that compared to what's... Let me show it you in the pan again. That is it in the pan, and that is it on my eye. So be careful, because I picked this up thinking, oh, great transition shade, and whacked it on first time I used it, and went in really quite too much with it, thinking it was a kind of that shade, and it looks more like that, doesn't it? I'll keep... Oh, Stacey, I'm so sorry. It must be your end, because I think... Is anyone else still having problems with me cutting in and out? You're having problems. Oh, and you're having problems. You see, not everybody is, but there's a fair few. And Rachel. Okay, so Shahina's not having it. Shahina said she wasn't having a problem. This is really weird. And Robin's not having a problem. And it's not telling me that I've frozen, which when it used to do that on my flat, that's really bizarre. What is going on? I'm so sorry. Well, I hope it records it all in one go, and when it saves it in one go, because it should do. Okay, I think the replay should be okay because it's not frozen at this end. Okay, so I'm repeating myself a little bit. Don't know why that is. So hopefully, I'll check the replay afterwards. Hopefully, we should be okay. I'm so sorry, because I really wanted to chat to you guys. And it's awful if you're all being interrupted all the time. Right, now, who was it? Mimi said smoky. So I'm going to put some of this darker shade on. This is a kind of really kind of dark, but it's a really dark kind of almost burgundy shade. But it does, because it's warm, I think it does contrast nicely with that purple. But it is quite dark. See? Smoky. And then I just put a bit of highlighter with my pinky on the top, because I'm being lazy, and why not? You don't always have to use 605 brushes. I know, isn't it pretty? And then, of course, if you want to, you can use one of these toppers. Let me just put that purple on my finger like that. And then you can... Hang on, let me put this down a minute. I'm going to start dropping everything now because I've got no organisation going on here at all today. If I put this on my hand... See what I mean? It doesn't swatch as well, but it's there. Thank you. It's a dress. It's very comfy and very light material. Thank you. Now this is one of the toppers. So if you put that over the top, it will really make it sort of lilac-y. And then let's try it with the other topper. So there's the shade again. Let's try it with the... I'll just put another... It doesn't swatch as well as it does on the eye. It's really weird. And then let's put this gold one over the top and see what that does. Ooh, nice. So it just makes it look slightly different. I do love her toppers. And the one I haven't used yet, because I always want to reach for the purple. But the one I haven't used yet is this one. As well. Wonder if I can get that in somehow. Let me try and get some in somehow. Let's put some in the corner here. Oh, look. Oh, yes. I always want to put every shade on. That's a problem. You can get really simple looks with this palette, but I always end up wanting to put all the colours on. And then I think, oh, there's a green in there. Hello, Jess. Terry, I think I need to do a no-buy for a while. It won't last very long, though. But I think it's a good idea because I think we've been saturated. What's a no-buy? I love it, Rebecca. What's a no-buy? I'm going to order this palette. Oh, right. You ordered the cream blush. Well done, Stacey. I know you've been... I mean, which one did you get? You're typing so fast you can't get... Oh, I'm so sorry, Lisa. I'm so sorry, Bushra. I don't know what's going on. It's not telling me this end that there's a problem. So I'm really sorry for those people that keep going on and off. And I hope you can watch me on the replay. I think it's a good idea, Terry, to do a no-buy. I definitely think that. Hello, Sunshine. Some people are having difficulty, Sunshine, so if you go on and off, there seems to be a bit of a problem. Yeah, Emma. All these aliases. You've got Mimi there, and now you've got Emma. And you know I have difficulty with names. Have I said hello to... Hello, Rebecca. Hello, you're back. Right, I'm just gonna talk away, and I'm gonna put some of this Black Dark Star mascara on, and I think you'll see what I mean. I'll put the first coat on, and that's when I think, what's all the fuss about? Because it does nothing at all. And I thought, why is everybody raving about it? Look at that. Not much. Then you watch when I put the second coat on. It doesn't lift them. It gives them a little, makes them slightly bit darker. Doesn't do much. It just made me think, what have I just paid for? Right, let me just do the bottom ones. So I wasn't really impressed when I first put this on, but then when you go and put the second coat on, it starts to come to life. Oh, thank you, Rachel. I'm so sorry that you have to persist. Watch as I start to put the second coat on, they start to lift. All of a sudden, they start lifting up as if by magic. See, look at the difference. First coat, one coat, two coats. Weird. I'm going to put a third coat on and you'll see what I mean. Then the third coat. Now look at the third coat, how high my lashes are now. They're up to there. See? But one coat, nothing spectacular at all. Three coats. And whoosh. So if you're a one coat mascara girl, don't bother. But if you don't mind putting 2 or 3 coats on, then you'll love it. You've purchased the mystery box. Well, Stacey's just given us a clue as to what might be in it. Oh no, not the box. I just purchased the £15 mystery item. I didn't get the box. Because the 2 things she said were in it, I already had. I've got to get rid of that curly brow, look. See my curly brow? It's a bit like me, out of control at the moment. Do you know what? I'm going to put on a red lip because it's definitely a red lip for me this week. Yes, there's a mystery item for £15 and I ordered it and I have no idea what it is. It says limited edition. Now, it could be something new or it could be something that she's bought out before, but it's at a reduced price. Who knows? I will do. I will. I haven't been on Instagram at all. I will check your messages. I will. I've not been ignoring anyone. I just haven't been on Instagram until yesterday evening, I think. So yes, I will. I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you. I promise. I don't deliberately ignore anyone. I've just been struggling a bit this week. So I will get on to that. Okay? Now. Oh, please tell me I didn't put that away. Because I wanted to do... Let me just see if I can find something for my lips. For my lips. Let me put that there. Where did I put... Oh, I probably put it away somewhere silly. And I wanted that out. If I can't find it, I'm going to use something else. And I know what I'm going to use. I'm just going to see if I can see this other item. I gather things around me when I'm doing my videos, but I don't always get everything that I want. if I got all my makeup around me, I wouldn't be able to move afterwards. So, no, I don't think it's here, the thing that I wanted, unless it's under here. Nope. It's not there. Not there. No, I'm going to use this instead then. I'm going to use this, which is actually a red lipstick, but it's by Huda. I was going to use one by Lisa Eldridge, but I haven't got them round, which is a shame. But I definitely can't see it sitting here, so I thought I had it round, but I must have put it away somewhere. So instead, I'm going to use this one. Now it came in a set, and I think it was exclusive to the set. It's called Lover, but it's a lovely red. No, I could have used Daniel Sanders as well, but I'm going to use, Daniel Sanders is my favourite red. I was going to use a Lisa Eldridge red, but I'm going to show you this one because it's new and it came in a Huda set. Cool, and it's called Lover. So those of you that have been following me for a while will know that when I'm struggling either with pain or depression or anything generally in life, what I do is I put on a red lip. And the reason I do that is because when you're wearing a red lip, you can't hide. When you're depressed and you're feeling low, and I know a lot of you have been through this, you just feel like you want to hide away and you want to be invisible. And what a red lip does for you is it stops you being invisible. It forces you to not be invisible. And it's my way of kind of, when you're falling down that dark pit, of pulling yourself up. Red lip. Bold red lip. And it says, I'm here and I'm not going anywhere. So stuff you depression, stuff you anxiety, stuff you pain, stuff everything bad in the world. I am here and I'm not going anywhere. So that's why I wear a red lip. And it goes with my headband. And see, immediately you put your face on and you feel better for it. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Mimi's mum. It is. That's the reason I've always done it. And I had, those of you that followed me for a while, I did a red lip week for charity a couple of years ago now, where I wore a different red lip every day and talked about why I loved the red lip. And then I really enjoyed that week because I'd covered so many different brands. Some had really personal stories around them. Others weren't so personal, but they were just red lips that I love. Yeah, and it was quite difficult to pick 7 red lips, but I loved it. But this is Lover. I do like, of all the liquid matte formulas, I think Huda's got the best one because it doesn't dry your lips. And you don't need to put on lip liner, and it's quite long lasting. The only thing I will say is if you're using a very pigmented liquid matte lipstick of Huda's. Be careful what you're wearing, because if it stains your clothes or it stains the furniture, you ain't gonna get it out. And I've been there. I've actually had to, I've got a wooden table that I work from, right, my dining table, and I've had occasions where I've had to bleach the table to get it out, because I've actually touched my lip and touched the table and it's gone on the table. So just be really careful. I wouldn't wear a white blouse or anything like that, or anything that you think you don't want spoiled, because this will stain clothes badly. That's my warning, but it's beautiful and it's so worth it, and it won't stain your cup. In fact, it's not too bad. I mean, it transfers a bit, but it's not too bad. It doesn't all come off. So I look a bit like Minnie Mouse now, don't I? With my polka dots and my little bow in my hair and my red lips and purple eyes. I look a bit like Minnie Mouse. I should go and call Mickey. And of course, you know who that is, my other half. Beautiful mouse. Yeah, a bit bigger than a mouse as well. I do. I just thought it's the Minnie Mouse look. I just need my two floppy ears at the side. I just bring my hair around like that. We'll have two mouse ears and I'll be Minnie Mouse. You gotta laugh. Gotta laugh. All right, well, I'm so glad to have joined you today. I really am glad that I managed to pull myself together and I managed to sort out a few things that were giving me a lot of grief this morning. And I'm so glad you could join me, and be prepared. There'll be a whole spurt of videos coming very shortly. Just bear with me. I'm sort of crawling my way back up there now. I can feel it, but I'm getting there. So they're all lined up, ready to go, my videos, and you will be getting a whole load of videos coming very soon. But just bear with me a little while longer, and I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Take care, have a lovely day, and I'm sorry about all the internet issues. As I say, I'm hoping that once this saves, you won't have any of that, because there is nothing showing this end that it was freezing. So hopefully the playback should be okay. Let me know once you watch it. I'd love to know, because I really don't know what was going on today. Mwah! Love you all. Take care. Bye.